Hello, good evening, and welcome to another episode of Brodie's Bedtime with me, Dad, and of course Toronto. Hello, Brodie. And God, it's been a couple of weeks since we broadcast, hasn't it? What have you been up to? Nothing. Really? What do you do all day? Oh, I just sit over there and nothing really. Well, you have been up to something, haven't you? Have I? Well, yeah, we've been rehearsing this. It's not even a rehearsal, it's that thing that you did. Confession. Oh, there it is. We really have to tell him? Well, we'll tell him in a bit, because it's quite funny what Toronto did. But yeah, your daddy's, sorry, I'm not broadcast for a bit. I've just had a shower, it's the wet hair. Your daddy's been very, very busy, because he's been teaching and training to teach, and he's been at uni and at school. He's at a lovely little school in a place called Bridge, which out in the countryside, out in the middle of nowhere a bit. There's a factory and some houses and some shops, and it's near the A1. How do you know all that? I sat in a geography class yesterday. Oh, I see. I know. Wonderful teacher, but guess what? They coloured stuff in. I know, right? Geography lessons. So, what are you teaching? History. I'm a history teacher. Well, I'm going to be one. Yes, of course. Are you going to be doing a history of bears? No, it's not in the curriculum. Oh, do you think one day that maybe in the curriculum they might consider teaching a history of bears? I don't. Do you think you could perhaps suggest that maybe one day they could teach a history of bears? I'm sure I'll put it to them. And then, if you could put it to them in the next meeting, that would be terribly splendid. Because we have a very rich and varied history, bears. You see, now back in 1900 and whatnot, there was a great founding. Can we perhaps discuss this later? Well, I'm going to tell you about Archibald, the Great Bear. I really appreciate. No, Ursa Major. Ooh, we're going to hear about Ursa Major. Ursa Major was look. I appreciate it. I'm just going to have some tea. No, not today. We're not doing a history of bears. Oh, okay then. I'm sorry. I appreciate your efforts. Maybe you could do your own YouTube video just for Brodie or somebody else. You could just call it. Toronto talks a lot of rubbish. Oh yes, I could do. Hey, I don't talk a lot. You need to double, and you can be a bit violent as well. Oh yes, so I can. He tried to headbutt me and failed. Anyway, he's been at a school in Bridge and having a wonderful time because it's a lovely little school and some lovely boys and girls there as well. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been working very, very hard, and it's hit a few walls already, which is a bit worrying because it's early days. But your daddy keeps plenty of pictures of you on his desk in his room to remind him who he's working hard for, and it's for you, little bee. And we've also heard that you've started nursery. Oh, yes. And that you've got a girlfriend. Ooh, he's got a girlfriend. He's got a girlfriend. I know he's got a girlfriend. Ugh, girls. He's going to be quite the ladies' man, isn't he? Well, not like you then. No, just like me. No, not like you. Just a bit like me. No, not really like you. Well, a tiny bit like me. Well, maybe a tiny bit like you. And so I've heard wonderful things about nursery. So Daddy's very proud of you for that. So congratulations on starting the next step in your life. And gosh, before you know it, you'll be going to school too, and then we'll both be at school. Now, today we have quite an amusing story, don't we? Yes. About something Toronto did. So, because your daddy's been very, very busy, Toronto and your Uncle William have been pitching in to help look after your daddy, haven't you? Yes. At least have been trying to. So Uncle William was very generous last night and took your daddy out for his tea because your daddy was very tired and a little bit emotional. So Uncle William took him out for. I had a tuna panini, nothing too extravagant, and then several beers. And but Toronto volunteered to go shopping last week. Oh yes, I did, didn't I? Yes, you did. It was a bit of an incident. What happened then, Toronto? Well, I went out and I bought lots of food and I stocked up the cupboards. It's not strictly true, is it? Well, it's sort of true. He didn't go and buy food or stock up the cupboards. Well, no, but there was a very, very good reason for that. Well, you could call it a very good reason. I don't. Tonto decided to spend the money on magic beans. Yes, they're magic. Well, they haven't done anything, have they? That's magical. Yes, they have. They haven't. You bought a tin of beans for £10 because someone scammed you and told you that they were magical beans. Well, we haven't opened them yet. No, we haven't, but it is just a tin of beans. So we do have this tin of beans, and they're supposedly magical. Which leads me on to the next thing. We're going to tell the story of Jack and the Beanstalk. Except I've just realised we've kind of run out of time because we're doing a shorter Brodie's bedtime now. Because as you get a bit older, you might actually start to understand what's going on and your attention span might go a little bit. So we've decided to slice them down to sort of 5 or 6 minutes. So next week, or next time, we will tell the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, won't we? Yes. In homage to you spending all the food money on magic beans. Yes. What are you having for tea tonight? Well, I'm having fish cakes. I don't know what you're having. You can have the magic beans if you want. Oh, okay, I'll eat the magic beans. And hopefully I'll grow into a giant bear and then I'll be part of bear history. Okay, thank you very much. This is the point where we say good night. So say good night. Good night, Brodie. And go away. Ooh. And also I'll say good night from Daddy. I'm sorry we haven't got time for a story or a song. I will try and make these more interesting for you. And just a reminder that your daddy loves you very, very much. And gosh, you're 11 months old now. Nearly your birthday. I'm very excited for your birthday. Anyway, night, night, little man. Bye.